Hi everyone, today I'm gonna be sharing with you the new launches of Nykaa, the blush duos and the highlighter duos, which have been all around in the Instagram, and I have seen so many swatches and reviews, especially for the highlighter duos, and I want to do my part and show you what my thoughts on these are. So yeah, let's get started. Firstly, the shades I have, let me discuss that. The blush duo is the Cali Chick and it is the 02 number. Actually, it's just from medium skin tones, but I got this one because it has some unique shades that I actually love, especially this left shade, which is actually not peachy. It's actually mauvey and peachy mixture of those, and the second shade is also very beautiful. So this is the first one, and the second one I have is the highlighter duo. They came out with two shades, so I got the lighter one, which is the 24 karat 01. Firstly, going on with the packaging is actually very like it's very friendly. I like it. It's very sophisticated. It's not very fancy, it's not very boring. The outer packaging is great. It's like a thick plastic, and there is a diversion inside. The two shades in this one is the warm gold and the pure gold, but I'm quite upset that the shade is quite deep than I thought it would be. It's basically suitable for duskier skin tones, and nonetheless it's a beautiful choice to put two diverse shades than like similar shades. Everyone wants some variety, but I wanted both to work on my skin tone and I want to show you both, but sadly I would not be able to swatch this one on my skin tone. But yeah, it's great. I can use it on my clients and can use it for my teaching purposes. And for the blush duos, the two shades are pink and plum. Obviously this one is the pink shade and this one is the plum shade. Now the plum shade has a little bit of glitter, like very fine glitter particles. The plum, this is for the plum, and the pink shade doesn't have any of those. So that is what my first impression about these are. Just let's see how it looks on my skin, and then I'll be swatching these. So firstly, I'm going with the blush. The blush which I like I am currently using this non-stop, especially this shade. Sometimes I'll just mix these up to mute it down, like the color like bright. It's quite bright. Like it's definitely not a bright pink, like it's like a peachy pink. So what I like to do is I will use this blush on both of my cheeks and then build a little bit of this on the top. Since you can see this is too dark for my skin tone, I'll firstly apply the lighter one. So as you can see, the shades are quite buildable. They do not go over the board in one swipe. That I like about them the most, and that is what I like in a blush. If they go over the top, like if they go really loud in one go, then that makes it a little difficult and takes a lot of blending to make it even. So I like this shade. This is a very muted pink. It actually looks very beautiful on fair skin tone as well, and I'm sure it would look beautiful on medium skin tones as well. Now I like to wear it up to this level only. Generally I do not go over the top with blush. I will mix the deeper shade now and a little bit of that, and I'll be just blending it on the top. I'm glad it's not very loud, and it actually looks very good. Now you can obviously pick a lot of amount and then can go with one side. I like to pick only two. You're going to say 2 times. I like to pick up 2 times and then blend instead of like dipping in 5 times and then blending in 10 times. Like I like to do it slightly, build it lightly in steps. Similarly with the highlighter, I actually apply any powder product like that. So it actually looks very beautiful now. Like the shade, it's very fall-like, beautiful. The plum shade is very fall-like, and it actually is very beautiful when you're wearing some tones like mauves. If you're wearing some wine shades, if you're wearing plum shades, some night event, it's beautiful for that. It's not glowy at all. It's very matte, but it actually looks very very healthy on the skin than being a dull one. So it's a great one. I gave this one maybe 9 on 10 because of the fact that it has a little bit of shimmer that I think few people won't like. Another thing I don't like is that this one is actually for medium skin tones, and if you are like duskier medium, then this would be a little bit brighter on you, but a mixture of these two would look awesome on you, and this alone also. So this is 9 on 10 and I definitely recommend it. And you must be thinking why I'm rating it 9 by 10 without giving you a deep opinion. I went for shopping 2 days back and it literally stayed from the afternoon till the night. That day it was still there after like 6 to 7 hours. So longevity wise it was A+. So now we should talk about the Nykaa's highlighters, which I know you guys are excited to know about. I know the highlighter game, everyone wants to excel in that. I really like the color. It's very goldeny and it's actually yellow based gold. So if you're looking for such shade, this is, guys, an amazing shade. I like it that you can build it up very much easily. Like the blush, it's very buildable, and I like it looks very fine on the skin, like very high end. I think this is a steal for the price. Totally impressed with the highlighter. It's such a great shade. I think it will suit medium skin tones even more because the gold, like the tone of gold, will show up on them like as a light shade. I think I have found an alternative for Becca Champagne Pop, but not a deal, because Champagne Pop is more towards champagne. It's definitely a close option if you are looking for a golden highlighter, golden based highlighter, yellow based golden highlighter. I think this will look so beautiful with Indian outfits, like the ones which have golden in it, like stunning. Like little bit on the forehead inside and a little bit on the top parts of my nose, a little bit on my tip, and that is that. The glow game is live. I love it. My face looks so glowy now. So guys, my final opinion on these. So let me just rate the highlighter first. Now little bit sad about this shade. I wished it was suitable for me, but this is not something that I need to be sad about much. So I will rate it 9.8. And packaging is great, the highlighter formula is great, the stay I know is great because I also wore this highlighter that day and it wore throughout the day as well. It was a little bit like muted down like other highlighters. Obviously you need to use your setting spray. I didn't use up setting spray that day. I just refreshed my face with a fixing mist, not my usual setting sprays like the Morphe or the MAC, which actually they were great. So I think with those it will actually last even longer and not tone down so quickly. I'm impressed, guys. These are so good for the price. These are 700 or 699 each on the website. They might have deals sometimes. Guys, these were all my thoughts on the blush and the highlighter duo, and I hope you liked the video and hope you learned something from this video, and hope this video helped you in some way, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye bye.